Treat it like it's real. Let's intro this lovely, lovely video. Hey everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm Bill. We're logged into PilotEdge and we are in beautiful airport that is very much on my list of places that I would like to go. And it is Shelter Cove in Northern California. It's just up fast past Fort Bragg. And we're going to take a nice little flight down. That's a jet profile. That's not going to help anybody. We're going to take the Bonanza down to the Bay Area and kind of maneuver some tricky airspace there. I'm thinking about doing the Bay transition into Palo Alto. Once we get closer, we'll kind of figure that out. But this will be a nice, cool flight down the coast. And Microsoft Flight Simulator is perfect for this type of flight. So as real as it gets. Get ready for some left rudder on takeoff. Okay, so we're clear. We're going to do a little abbreviated run-up at the end here. Also don't really know if what the winds are doing here. You're feeling a flight sim is that channel still going? I feel like I'm both happy that we haven't been on there in a while and also kind of probably disappointed. And I don't know if we haven't been on there. I think it's possible may have been. Okay, so the brakes don't work. Brakes do not work. Okay, left, right, up, down, rudder. Looks good. We're going from northern California to Northern California. Okay, check the mags. Well, I did something in the run-up on Sunday for the first time that I've ever done in the real plane is when checking the mags, I turn them off. Should I have admitted that? Yeah, that was... Oh my God. Yeah, left, right, up, down, A, B, start, select. That's really funny. Where does NorCal actually end? Oregon. The question is, where does NorCal begin? And that is where you'll have debate. I say that NorCal begins at Gilroy. Gilroy and Fresno are NorCal. Fresno, actually, I would be up for debate on Fresno. I could buy Fresno being central. Let's see here. Who's your name? Shelter Cove traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, departing runway 30 to the south. Shelter Cove. Because the Bay Area is kind of in the middle. Right. Yeah. Where's NorCal approach end? So I see what you're saying. I look at it as like going to Northern California, so where it begins. The sector line for Oakland and LA Center is right at Paso Robles. But Paso is Central California. So Paso, Tuscadero, all that area is the Central Coast. So there's that bit of information. Let it do what it do, baby. So we're gonna thank you, sweetheart. We're gonna advance the throttle, make sure everything's good. Now mixture is full rich. and rapidly advance it. It's very, yeah, it's pretty close, Dilly, yeah. And there's, of course, the left rudder on takeoff. Love to see it. And we're up. Gear up. Prop back. Let it do a, would it do a, baby? Oh, that's really pretty out there. Dang. That is a really pretty departure. That is really pretty. Yeah, it doesn't like it at all. That water looks so good. That blows X-Plane out of the water. That is really, really cool. Holy S, dude. I think we got exclamation point beautiful. Anybody want to give that a shot? A subscriber, a doned, want to help out? Hi. What's up, Sandman? Welcome to the stream. No. How about... Oh, amazing. Amazing. Exclamation point, amazing. Yep. Exclamation point, amazing. Sorry.
Amazing looking.
Okay, landing lights off. There we go. God damn it, that's twice. I want some butts. Let's get it up to $3 grand. Man, this is really pretty. This airport is up here. Like, it's a ways. It's probably a 4-hour flight. Well, no, not in the Bonanza. Bonanza is probably hour and a half, 2.5, probably 2.5 hours from us. Hour north of San Diego. Where are we going? What's happening? Huh? Hi, everybody. Welcome to X-Plane. I'm Bill. Today we're going to try to fly this X-15 into space. Oh my god. I don't freaking know. What's up, Cole? Alright, we're almost to our cruising altitude. And there we go. Buying a Honeycomb Alpha. Nice, man. That is a very nice setup. And let's get heading, autopilot, heading, altitude. Great. And now we're going to turn it on to heading mode here. Okay, cool. Let it do what it do, baby. Got the Bravo today. Sweet, man. Oh, how'd it get so low? That is not good. Is that a steady state kind of thing? No, we're full fuel. Pacha. Look at that. Don't do your weight and balances, kids. There are other options. Where's the button that I wanted to hit? Hi. Oh yeah. That's one. Bye nothing. Welcome to the stream. Good pilot is always learning. Yeah. There's a very small possibility. Nah, I'm not going to say small possibility. I'm going to say there is a moderate possibility that we go check out an airplane this weekend. Yeah, this is the G36 mod, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody. No, the freaking car got sold. And yeah, super bummed. But there's another almost identical spec car. With different stitching. There's a couple of things that are different, but it's largely the similar spec. Each one of those cars is different. Like there's a lot of custom options on those, and they were spec'd all very differently. But it is so yeah, it's tough when you find one that you like. It's really hard to if you miss it, it's hard to find another one similar to that. All right, Mash. Thanks so much, man. I just downloaded the other day. Haven't had a chance to take it for a spin yet. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah, so I just received my high performance complex in a plane very similar to this. Well, let me take that back. In a Bonanza A36, not a G1000 plane, and it's very very good. It's very good. Jeez, it scared the crap out of me. Okay, hang on, I gotta take this. Hello. Hi. Okay. I apologize for this. What's up, Gavy? Welcome. Um, we're making some moves here. Uh, a development there has been a development in our travel plans up to Oakland for work tomorrow. It's very exciting, and taking care of that really quick. So, um, enjoy the sights and sounds of Microsoft Flight Simulator while I do this. Okay, sweet. Hello, hi. Hello, Mitch Shea. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Okay, cool. We're good to go. Need you full date of birth. You have Brian's number. Okay. I do actually have his number. All right, cool. Sweet deal. What's up, Iowa? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. And yeah, we're having fun. I've said this probably more in the last just couple of weeks than I ever have in the 4 to 5 years that I've been streaming. Um, this takes a lot of effort and energy to do this, and I love it so much. But it's really hard to do this. Like I mean, I've been on a consistent 2 to 3 days a week stream schedule for the last 4 or 5 years. Like I've maybe taken 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks off, like the whole week. There've been a handful that I've been able to do one week or one day, but every time, almost every single time that I have that feeling where I'm like, oh man, I am exhausted, because I've been sitting in this chair since 8 o'clock in the morning. So I've been sitting here for 12 hours, or 11 hours. So on this computer, so it's an incredible grind. So when I go load in, come on, buddy, come on, there you go. So when I finish a long day at work, talking on a webcam, like this is essentially my job all day. Like I'm talking to people on video video chats and whatever. So it's essentially like I'm streaming all day, and it's really tough to sometimes get that motivation to continue to sit here and stream throughout the day. But almost every time that I do, it's so nice. Are we breaking up? No, I'm just saying, like, it takes that like initial, like, you can do it, like, gotta do it. And when I do, it's so nice. It's so much fun. And work is getting pretty crazy. Yeah, but it helps with flying. It might sound crazy, but it helps me slow down and think about flight planning, think about procedures, and just kind of constantly exercise that muscle. So by the time I hop in the plane after a couple of weeks, if it's been like a couple of weeks since I've flown, it's like nothing happened. Like I went to South by Southwest. I had a busy weekend the week before that, and then there was like a weather thing. So I think it was like 2.5 weeks that I hadn't flown, and then I get back from this trip and go pick up Brad at Palomar, and like it was just really, really nice, because I didn't have that feeling of like, oh, I'm like super rusty. Like I just hopped in the plane, and because I've practiced so much, it's really easy to get back into the mode of doing this, which is why I even will do even just a quick run up in the sim, just to be very consistent with all that stuff. Yeah, thanks, Dilly. It's so cool to have so many awesome people come together the way that they have. So yeah, it's a huge thanks to everybody that is here. And if anyone is new, for those of you that have joined the stream today and are new here, we got this amazing Discord, and if you're interested in aviation at all, highly recommend checking it out. It's a unbelievable resource for aspiring pilots, both simulator and real world. So if you're looking at this and thinking, man, this is really cool, but it looks complicated, join the Discord, ask questions, post pictures, get help, get tech support, get support from people that do this a lot. And then likewise, if you are thinking about flying in the real world, it's way more accessible than you would ever imagine. Ask questions. We can help set you up with a discovery flight and actually get in a real plane and get a taste for how all this stuff works. So give it a shot. It's really easy to bounce out if it's not for you, but we've got over 1,700 members now, and it's really cool. That's awesome, Billy. Yeah, that's really funny. I'm not gonna disclose it tonight. But yeah, I'm going on a flight tomorrow up to the Bay. And if you want to see what that flight consists of, check it out. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really cool. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, bum, 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 bum. Join the Discord. See what plane I'm taking to the Bay Area. Oh my god. The only spoiler, or the only like hint I'll give, is that it's not a Boeing product. This is really pretty. I bet these cliffs look awesome in real life. They're a little melty on here, but that looks like it'd be pretty cool. Oh, does this go inland? The one must go inland. No, there is a road there. Is that the one, though? I guess is the question. There's something along there, but that looks like a little backcountry road. Handful of little private fields here. That's pretty cool. Sweet. Who else has anything? What do you got? So I went to Dua Lipa last night. That blew my mind. Going up to the Bay Area tomorrow for some big work stuff. So that'll be neat. The car we were trying to buy was sold from under us. So we got to figure out something else with that. So that's fun. Really happy that we're back on daylight savings time because I love that it's lighter later. Dilly was in the north of England last week. So Leeds, Blackpool. What's the other one? I think I'm thinking of Leeds. In between those two, okay. Stoke upon Trent, or whatever. Those towns that are like, you know, something upon something, always crack me up. Not Stoke on Trent. What's the other one? Don't tell me. I'm not gonna look. Something upon Avon. What's the one that's something upon Avon? It's not a nice place to go, which is probably why I know the name of that, because I'm sure it was a joke at some point. Something... Stratford upon Avon. That's right. Yeah, those ones. And you got to hyphenate them too, Dilly. You're missing the hyphen, but yeah. Yeah, Stoke upon Trent. That's so funny. Stratford upon Avon is where Shakespeare is from. I didn't know that. That's quite a claim to fame. Little Bill Shakespeare. Dude, that looks really pretty. I like that a lot. Stoke is from the analogy, can he do it on a cold, wet night in Stoke? Soccer football reference. Interesting. Okay. We have a couple colleagues in the UK. I am maneuvering. Oh, PE does NorCal. Oh, yeah. Hey. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me, Adone. Yeah, my bad. I knew I was missing something. It's like, why is it so quiet? Let's see. Maybe we can do... Yeah, that's the longest that I haven't talked to anybody ever. 27. Let's see if we can pick up anybody. Two. Let's try that one instead. Let's try this one. Let's try this. Okay. Oakland Center Bonanza 204 Lima Echo request. We are in the air 3,020 miles to the southwest of Mendocino, VOR 204 Lima Echo. We were planning on staying at 3,000 if we can get the coverage. Is there a better frequency for us, 204 Lima Echo?
No, this is the frequency. Down at 3,000 west of Mendocino, you're not going to get anything along the beach. The transmitters are so far inland. If you want to climb, I can do something for you, but if you don't want to climb, then I'm on a little press like following that one.
Okay. Copy that. We'll stay VFR until we get a little bit closer to the city. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Thanks. Copy that. Call you in 30, 204 Lima Echo. Okay, that is 30 miles.
JetBlue 1, San Francisco. I hear you loud and clear. How do you hear me?
That's good.
JetBlue 1, just in the future, do me a favor. Just radio check with yourself so you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in both radios and test yourself when you just radio check on them.
Got it. Okay, 30 miles, and we'll let it do exactly what it do. Oh yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, so we have a department, or we have like colleagues in the UK, and I am going to absolutely hang on. This is PilotEdge. Let me check to make sure that my boss is not listening. Not in here. I don't think he's in here. Okay, yeah, my boss is not in here. Good, we're safe. I'm gonna try to weasel my way into a trip to London. Holy crap! I need to go to the UK. I've been dying to go for a long time, so I'm gonna definitely try to weasel my way in there, and make a whole thing out of it. I don't know, Dilly. I think my gut is telling me if it does happen, it could be sooner than later, end of April, beginning of May, kind of thing. But I don't know. It depends a lot on how this trip goes tomorrow. So that's a big factor. So if it goes well, if the trip tomorrow goes well, then I could maneuver. I've got some ideas, and I think we can make it happen. But hello, Cold Nebo. Cold Nebo, what does your name mean? Adoned still hasn't told me what his means. That's funny. Yeah, we'll see, Dilly. Could be really bad timing. It's not suitable for Twitch chat, and it's also not suitable for YouTube. So what is it suitable for? Can you, Adon, can you DM it to me? I like completely forgot to ask you outside. Yeah, Discord it to me. High school, some friends calling me Nero. Nebo. Okay, yeah, Nebo. So not the Roman emperor. Then I moved from Arizona to Massachusetts. So you ended up being called Cold Nebo because you were Nebo and you were cold. Is that it? Yeah, okay. So Adon Day, yeah. Know that. Okay. I'm reading Adon's. That's it? Adon, that's not unsafe. How is that unsafe? Yeah, but it's not even unsafe at all. I approve that for dude, I don't know. I don't think it is. I think because I think it's short for this. I'm almost for sure it's this. Almost positive.
Hey, bird, oh, buddy.
Having gone to college in that area. Shane, thank you so much. 21 months. Shane, our Twitch relationship can cheers. So there was in fact a Mr. Nebo who is a music teacher we ran into in junior high school. Mr. Nebo. Okay. And you thought Mr. Nebo was super cool. The first time we saw the guy, he was dressed in a three-piece suit and pulled off his sunglasses. Says, "Hi, my name is Mr. Nebo." So you guys thought that was funny, and you kept repeating that, and you keep calling yourself Mr. Nebo, and then it just stuck. Got it. Okay. Adoned, fair enough. I think that is, you're being very conservative about that, which is fine. I can respect that. We being stupid junior high kids, we thought that was a strange name. It is a strange name. Yeah, anyone who wears a suit and says and pulls off his sunglasses and says, hang on, which side do I do it from? I'm Mr. Nebo. I could see that being funny. I can see that being rather amusing to the juvenile. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. That's good. It's good. So I had a side stick Scott. We all know what your name means. I had this this work event a couple weeks ago. Went to Austin to South by Southwest, and a coworker and I met there for the first time. I've been working with her since July, and we work closely. We talk on the phone all the time. We video chat all the time. We know a lot about each other. Very good friends, very good work friends. So we were finally meeting for the first time, 7 months later. And we're like at the airport, and I saw her, and she was waiting at the gate. It was super cute. We hug, and we're like, okay, let's go get our lift and get to the hotel or whatever. And we were like in the lift on the way there, and she was asking, she's like, is it weird? Do you think it's weird seeing me for the first time in person? And I was like, you know what? It's not that weird, because I get to see your face all the time. I see your face and I know your name. And she was like, what do you mean? I go, well, I have this Twitch channel, and which is always kind of when nobody knows what that is, funny to explain. So I stream, and what's up, NW Jenkins, welcome. So I'm telling her that I have this stream, and all these awesome people that watch consistently, and it is a one-way communication. So Adoned and I talked about this when we first met, but you guys get to see my face, my name, and you get to hear my voice, see my mannerisms, and all that. I only see Cold Nebo and Side 6 Scott and Adoned and Shane and Dilly, and so I see all of the chat stuff, and it's one-way communication. So I had seen pictures of Adoned before, but I one picture and didn't know how he talked, what his voice sounded like, what his mannerisms were, what his demeanor was, nothing, absolutely nothing. Yeah, I could have seen Shane at CES, blew that one, so that sucked. And so meeting people, when we do the fly-ins, meeting people for the first time that come from the stream, that's really, really weird. And I almost guarantee you Adoned probably didn't feel as well. Maybe, I don't know. I in my theory, Adoned would not have felt as weird meeting me, having seen me before. So I don't know. Did it feel weird interacting with me, having watched me for so many years? Or was it weird to finally see me in person? I didn't expect us how goddamn tall you were. But other than that, was it kind of otherwise it was I already knew you. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's weird. That's a weird concept, because it's unfortunately one way. Booms, my day is fantastic, man. How is your day doing? Doing? I've shared a couple of my streams before with PilotEdge things in Discord, but I'd love to meet up with you guys at a fly-in. Yeah, dude, it's so cool. It is so cool. Same with Grillo too, but I never had seen him except in so yeah. Yeah, the fly-ins are really fun, man. They're really really cool. I love doing those, and um, yeah, it's great to get people in person in real life. It's great. Nicolator, happy Wednesday. First time chat. Nick, thank you for joining, man. Yeah, Brad, we get plenty of Brad. What is this? Is this you, Scott? Are you flying? Did a short VATSIM flight. Now relaxing. Dude, I dig it. Relaxing and chilling on Twitch. One of life's simple pleasures. Okay, is this gonna be Santa Rosa, Oakland Center? Let's go. Let's try 27.8. See how this comes in.
7 there's no traffic between your destination. Port your for cancellation in the air. This frequency on the ground via 132.2. Change your guys frequency approved. 7 November.
We're flying from someplace up north. I can't remember what it's called now. Shelter Cove to Palo Alto. What is this one? Point Reyes. Oakland Center, good evening. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 15 miles north of Fort Reyes. Flight following to Palo Alto.
204 Lima Echo, Oakland Center, squawk 167.
1676 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Whoops. 1 6.
Yep, center southwest 209. Back. Number 72 Golf Tri-City Tower, runway 21 right to the land. 72 Golf verify, runway 21 right, clear to land.
There we go.
Southwest 209, thanks.
Okay, that's good.
Number 204 Lima Echo, radar contact 13 northwest Point Reyes. Change to my frequency 132.2.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 3000.
Number 204 Lima Echo, thank you. November 588 Victor Alpha, following ground safe position.
I'm going to beg whoever I need to beg to do one of the delivery flights. That would be sweet, man. That would be really, really cool. All right, we're just going to shoot this gap, right? Bravo Juliet Tango. What's up, BJT? What up, man? Hello, hello. We are inbound Palo Alto, 204 Lima Echo. There you go, Negative Atus. We're inbound Palo Alto. Real nice, Adoned. Real nice. Oh, that's really great. Julia and I are going up to Oakland, Bay Area, San Francisco, San Jose tomorrow morning. We've got some very exciting travel plans. If you would like to follow along on our trek up there, Flight Sim Boy, student pilot at Palo Alto. Dude, that's awesome, man. Well, first of all, welcome. Second of all,
Hey, bird. Whoa,
buddy. Nicolator 714, dude, I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the Prime sub. That's awesome. If you're a student pilot, especially, check out the Discord. It is an unbelievable resource for student pilots. We have flight instructors of all levels. We have real-world air traffic controllers. We have airline pilots. We have all kinds of resources at your disposal. It's helped a lot of people throughout the years. So would love to see that continue to grow. It's 1,700 members, so it's a pretty good size server. Just for context, I promise it's not just a tiny Twitch streamer asking for a Discord follow. There is real benefit to it, I believe, and would love to again continue to see that thing grow. We have an addition. Kobayashi is a new member of the Discord server. He will be our spy. He will infiltrate the server and report back on whether or not it is BS. Right? It looks actually legit, right?
Salt Lake Center, Challenger 67907 Romeo, flight level 3.
Booms, that is so nice. It is absolutely not the best part of it, but thank you for joining and for the feedback. I love that. Yeah. Adone is one of our beautiful CFIIs that is captive there. We don't let him eat until he's answered at least 5 questions. That's really funny. It is the greatest server. Thank you, Dilly. Your opinion, absolutely. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ramen sounds good. Frick, dude, I'm hungry. Do you not have no ramen, huh? Because you haven't had it before, or because there's not like any good ramen places in London? You should try it, man. It's pretty good. Yeah, I love a good ramen place. Like the actual ramen places are really good.
24 ounce save, 24 ounce here, Eagle Tower.
It's not great. It's the best. Trek, thank you. Instrument check right on Wednesday. Nice, man. Well, we'll grill you in the Discord. We'll get you prepped up. That's cool, man. Make sure you let us know how you do. Let's take a look at what this transition is. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Okay, so there's 5,000. What is the Bay Shore?
58 Victor Alpha Seattle, radar contact, climbing to maintain 15
No, okay. Bay Shore. Below 2,000. I feel like it was 1,000 or 1,500 or something.
Number 204 Lima Echo, contact NorCal, approach 135.1.
35.1 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Yeah, it's sometimes it's just a little tricky. What's up, Marino Codes? Thank you for the follow and thanks for joining. Welcome. NorCal Approach. Good evening, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 3000. Oakland Center, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. What was that frequency you pushed us to?
35.1.
35.1. Okay, we'll try that again.
Yeah, I heard you. I was responding to another error. Remember 851 Tango Bravo, Grand Junction Ground, clearance on request.
Yeah, this is PilotEdge. Yeah.
Southwest 209, contact Seattle 135.15.
All right, the Bay Area is loading in. Bay Area is
Walker
loading
380,
in.
Seattle 121.4.
21-4, Walker 380.
NorCal Approach. Good evening, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 3000.
204 Lima Echo, NorCal Approach, San Francisco, altimeter 3011.
3011 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
Southwest 209, Seattle Center from low, descend via the hood for arrival, Portland landing east, Portland altimeter 3026.
Okay, who is the student at Palo Alto? And did you say no to Kilo? I think I wanted to. Yeah, you did.
Walker 380, Seattle
Flight
Center,
Sim Boy, you did. You did say no to Kilo. I commend you on that. That's awesome. Right. Okay, so we're gonna look here. It's 5,004, 3. All right, so we're gonna go down to probably 1,500. Oh, cool.
November, Oakland Center, radar contact.
That is so cool.
Clear to the Oakland Airport via turn left heading 120, maintain 4,000.
That's awesome. If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, bum ba da dum dum dum. Okay, 1,500, and then I guess we'll go vertical speed, and we'll go. It's all, dude. Every song is stuck in my head all the time. She's been my alarm clock for a year and a half. NorCal Approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Can we request the Bayshore transition, or is that on the next sector?
No, it'll be with me, but stand by for it. I gotta do some other stuff. I'll get back to you.
Copy that. 204 Lima Echo. BC 500. 24 months, dude. That's crazy, man. Cheers to that. I am high performance complex rated in a Bonanza Bravo Echo 36.
4,000. Expect flight level 270, 10 minutes after departure.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, that is wild.
5407. And sorry, I gave you the wrong departure name. It's the Grand Junction.
So yeah, I guess I am a Bonanza pilot.
7 departure for transition.
Okay, clear to Farmington.
Think about that.
Junction 7 departure.
That's pretty pimp.
Rattlesnake.
Pretty stoked on that.
Initial climb 14,000, expect flight level 270 in 10. Departure frequency 1198.7 at squawk 5407 if I went to the Bravo.
1 Tango Bravo, back correct. Walker 380, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
This is cool. This is really cool. I am geeking out over how cool this is.
Walker 380, Seattle Climbing Team, Audible 330.
So the Bonanza rating is IRL.
Age Victor Alpha.
Yeah, and it's not a rating.
6.6.
Yeah, it's an endorsement.
6.6.
To be pedantic. Yeah. Oh, I would love to get into the Bonanza for sure. Yeah, no, I definitely did not get I did not get ForeFlight just for simming. No.
Number 4 Alpha Sierra, rep the Alpha, this frequency. Good night.
Yeah, 61 55 and a Bonanza. Yep.
304 Lima Echo cleared through San Francisco Bravo airspace via the Bayshore transition. Maintain VFR at 2000. And you're inbound Palo Alto, correct?
Affirmative. Inbound Palo Alto cleared to the Bravo via Bayshore transition at 2000 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Yeah, that's the lime green, the teal color there is the glide distance, yeah. Which I love. It's dynamic with terrain too, which is really cool. Yeah. I have the middle one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the like georef plates and all that crap. Whatever that one is, I can't remember. I don't remember what it's called. We're going to pretend these clouds are not here. I can see through them, so they're not there. Can I do a charity 24-hour stream in a 152 from New York to Hong Kong? That sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, it's the way that I looked at it as like the standard, the basic ForeFlight level is really all you need for a private pilot and learning. There's nothing really there that that you are missing. 18.6, I think we're gonna be that one. Hang on. So that's a really easy one. You don't really you want the situational awareness, but you don't want it to be a crutch. So the middle tier is good as a private pilot, where you want that, you've gone through the training and you just want that extra bit of situational awareness, and the instrument stuff is really great. And then the top level one, that's really if you're a professional. Like there's trip planning, there's performance calculations, performance numbers that just as a little GA puke you don't have to worry about. God damn, I can't get this thing trimmed out to save my life.
November 588 Victor Alpha, Seattle Center, Climbing Team, Audible 350.
Let's try that.
Southwest 209, contact Portland.
Yeah, the first plan for student pilots, absolutely.
Destination ATIS is 135.275.
Yeah. What's up, check?
Portland approach Southwest 209, sending through 13,600.
Yeah, the synthetic vision's like
Southwest 209,
fine.
Portland, altimeter is 30,
That I actually know of somebody that whose life was saved by shooting an approach with synthetic vision on ForeFlight. That's pretty much it.
209, you want to start it from Sioux?
Yes, sir, from Sizzle, Southwest 209.
Southwest 209, cleared at RNAV Zulu, runway 10 left approach. I'm sorry, you say left or right?
Left, Southwest 209.
So for 20, clear on Zulu, runway 10.
No, it's all the same.
Thank you, sir.
There's some add-on avionics stuff, but
Clear on Zulu.
it
10 left of Southwest 20.
whoops. Lay off foreflight until after your solo to reduce distractions with technologies. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Yeah, I didn't use it until actually the first time that I used foreflight in the real plane was on my solo cross country flight. And I agree. Like I didn't use it before then because you just don't need it.
TPM 8512 Bravo next to Alpha for ready for taxi.
Booms, it blows me away every time, man, how realistic it feels, and it's so great. Yeah, it's so great. Did they have a full electronical failure? I can't remember the particulars of it. I mean, it's not something that's really the only fact of that really is shareable. And therefore I don't remember the other particulars.
7 on November, you can expect that.
I feel like I tried it once, Ryan, the AHARS thing, but yeah, like it's just not something that I really need. It's a cool feature for sure. But yeah, I used foreflight for the very first time on my solo cross country, which was a very complicated flight, relatively speaking. And that was the first time I used it, thanks to the simulator, you know, because I was able to practice ahead of time. So when I got into the plane, which had a 430 in it, I realized when I was taking off heading back to John Wayne, I realized that I never set the 430. And I had been doing that, and I just didn't even bother. I just went for it. So that was pretty nice. This transition is pretty cool. Yeah. I think that's a good way to do it too, Ryan. It's just like there's so much stuff that you have to learn.
Number 204 Lima Echo leaving Bravo airspace, remain outside Bravo airspace.
We will stay clear of the Bravo 204 Lima Echo. So there's just like so much stuff you have to stay on top of, and it really doesn't do you any favors when you're trying to monkey with an app that you may not be familiar with intimately. So definitely like using it in the sim to prepare is huge. And then, I mean, when you're doing mostly air work crap, like don't even worry about it. You know, I did all of the work for the cross country. I did the nav log. I did all of that stuff. But I didn't use really any of it on the actual flight. Like, proved that I could do it, but didn't need it. I was wondering if it would be overkill on a solo cross country to have foreflight, iPad, knee board, Sentry ADS-B, cables, extra battery. I have foreflight with an iPad. I have foreflight on my wife's phone. I have my phone, which can do whatever. What's up, homie? And the charts and flight following. So that's pretty much all I need. Okay, where is this airport? Yeah, the manual flight planning is really tiring, especially when you like know you don't have to do it, but it's also really, really fun. All right, Marino, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
04 Lima Echo, there's no traffic between you and the Palo Alto Airport. Squawk CFR, frequency change approved. Good night.
We'll talk to you later. See ya, 204 Lima Echo. as we go IMC. Okay, so that's good. And flip it. Yeah, the manual flight planning stuff is pretty fun. Palo Alto traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 8 miles to the west, entering a left downwind, landing runway 31 Palo Alto. All right, Dilly, have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. And you just leave the plane here. Don't touch anything. You can pull back the manifold a little bit, about 18. Give it back to 18. Looks like should be good. Palo Alto traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, entering left downwind runway 31, full stop Palo Alto. Okay, let's bring it back down to 18. Here's coming down. Lights are on. Come back down to 14 probably. Trim. Still pretty high. I did not descend fast enough at all. Palo Alto traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, turning left base, runway 31 Palo Alto. Are you managing fuel via the EGT, vice versa via mixture to match the log? Not really trying to match the log from a fuel flow standpoint. But, Palo Alto traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, turning final, runway 31. Managing fuel via EGT. Speaking of fuel, I always forget that Bonanza has 2 tanks. Yeah, so fuel flow, I mean, they kind of match. You're essentially cross-referencing the two. So you can manage
final runway 31.
You can manage it however you need to.
500.
Yeah. All right, 3 green. Power is set. I mean, you have a fuel flow that you're planning for. You know, and keep it a little bit conservative in your flight plan, so you've got extra. Not really that stable on this one. Yeah, so like if you know that based on your performance figures and just knowing the plane, if you know that you get 14 miles per gallon, you plan for 16 or 17. So you have, your nav log. You're not trying to say, well, I planned for 17, so I need to make sure the plane's getting 17. You plan for a more conservative number that start landing light off, turn the strobes off, flaps up. Yeah, but so with it depends on how sensitive the plane is, what altitude you're at, what engine you've got. So you're not going to always have the ability to see your fuel flow, number one. So the fuel flow is a function of the fuel that's flowing through the engine, right? So how can you control that? Well, you can control it with manifold pressure or throttle position and mixture. So there is a prescribed cruise setting for your airplane. Some of them might be simpler than others. Some of them might not be. Let's see. You could pick your cruise speed though, like maximum endurance versus maximum performance, but you tune your mixture EGT whether you're doing 55 or 75. It's POH, man. The more you fly an individual plane, you will know the performance of that plane. And roughly what you're going to do at any given time. So like in the Piper, in the Cherokee, I know that we are going, and as you talk to pilots, like the further you get in your career, you will talk to pilots that have different aircraft, and you'll say, you know, what do you cruise at? And then they'll usually say, well, I plan 180, you know, or I plan 155. And like, so you'll hear that distinction there, not I get or I whatever. Like, well, I plan for 180, but you know, I can usually get 190 if I'm up high and running it lean. Something like that. That's an example of a Mooney guy that I talked to. So it's not as like, it's not a secret, I guess. It's not like any magic like formula you got to do. It's like, what do you usually cruise at? So in the Piper, like it's 105 and I plan for 10 gallons an hour. I know I'm probably getting 8 gallons per hour. I haven't done the calculations really in a while. EGT is busted on that. So I got an in-op EGT. I have no idea. I just lean it until it coughs and then give it a little bit, you know? So I am still planning on a much more conservative number. I know what I'm getting at that speed per the POH if I'm leaned properly. So you add a little bit of a buffer there and you're able to, have a more conservative plan. So if you are pushing it or if you're, pulling back the power to get a little bit more range, like, what your time and distance is going to be based on what you have. And this is the leap between the academic view of some of this stuff versus the in practice view. Like, you are going to, if you make it to a point where you're flying professionally, those calculations become much more rigid and much more prescribed, that you're actually running performance numbers based off of each individual takeoff. You're going to get your performance numbers for each flight, and that's why that 4-flight subscription, that third tier, is really for professionals, because it includes a lot of that, those calculations. But if you're just talking about general aviation, you just kind of know the number, and you build your flight plan around that range and make sure it's as conservative as possible. So the Bonanza, we're going to get, we're going to plan for 170 and 14 gallons per hour. That's what we're going to plan for. And when we're, if we're up at 8,500 feet and we've got it leaned out and we've got the RPMs down to 2,400, it's going to use less fuel. So we know that, okay, we plan for this 3-hour leg. We know we've got 5 hours of endurance. Like, we have plenty of room. And you just kind of plan to that. Now, if you're stretching it, if you're saying we want to get as far as we can, like we're going from LA to Seattle, what do we got to do? We're probably going to stop in Reading. So how far is it to Reading? Okay, we know Reading is going to be a 3-hour flight. We've got 5 hours of fuel on board. There's another 2 hours past Reading. We can fill up. We know we've got another 5. So you've always got like these buffers built in where you can plan that typical cruise performance of 170 at 14, and then you just kind of know how much of a buffer you've got. I've never done the hanger. I have no idea. I didn't know that it had a hanger mod. The G36 in the game has glass cockpit and a fuel rate. Yeah, so, right. Like, some of them have fuel flow. Like, you've got fuel flow. You've got, we're able to look at, we can lean it to the number. So it's a little bit of a tricky thing. What's up, TJP War? TJP War. But I feel like that's clunky. So you can do it one of two ways. Like there's the Bonanza, the A36 has on the EGT gauge has like a little snowflake where like the like where the engine wants to be, like the optimal temperature. But we also know that 14 gallons per hour roughly in cruise is about where it's going to be happy. So if you just kind of like roll that back until you see the fuel flow gauge hit 14, then you can kind of fine tune it with the EGT and make sure that that's all matching up. The avionics in the Bonanza is twin GI 275s and a 430. It's got an engine monitor, and I don't know the name of the engine monitor. So 430 and then twin 275s. And the 275s are the like freaking coolest instruments ever. I freaking love it. Yeah, Brad's owned it for a while now. October maybe. October, November, something like that. Yeah, probably like somewhere around that. Yeah, it's freaking sweet. Yeah, we're gonna, yeah, we might be joining, maybe there's a small chance that we might be joining the Bonanza family here shortly, which is kind of crazy. But regardless, it's got some weird insurance stuff with the plane right now. So I'm going to be his taxi driver for a lot of the flying that he does with it. Like he flies himself to an airport to do a contract trip and then comes back and then like flies himself back. But sometimes he's got to airline someplace and then fly to someplace close, and then he needs somebody to pick him up. So I usually come pick him up. So I'll be doing that hopefully shortly, but it's such a great plane. It is, you really do have to recalibrate a lot of things that you do in a trainer, and I love it. I think it's really, really a fun way to I don't want to, like, this is a weird way to put it. It sounds weird in my head, but like experience aviation. It's a cool way to experience aviation, because it's, once you get to a point in the trainers, it becomes really what's the word I'm looking for? It is like you're so far within an envelope that it's like, I don't want to say not fun, because it's very fun. It's like you're within this envelope of a plane that is, it's on or off. It's the best way to put it. Yeah, Cold Nemo, they're freaking cool. If you have two of them, that's all you need in the plane too. All the other instruments are redundant at that point with just two. So if you put in two 275s, it's not boring. It's just different. Yeah, so like in a 172 and in the Piper, you're dealing with speeds that are so slow that you're really like point to point in a way that you don't have to overthink it. So in a trainer, you take off at full power. The thing goes flying. You climb up. You get to your cruising altitude. You pull back the power a little bit, and you lean, and you're done. Like, there's really not much going on in terms of managing the airplane itself, because you don't have you have a fixed pitch prop. You don't have any gear. You don't have really any heat considerations, any cooling considerations. So, because it is made up, you kind of run out of options for either mountain flying or going over water. Well, going over water in a single is going to be the same. But in a plane like this, it's so much heavier. It has so much more power. It is, it's so much faster. So you have to manage the speed of it in a way that you don't have to in a trainer. So in a trainer, you can just go max speed until like the last second, and then pull the power, pitch up a little bit, dump the flaps, let her rip. What's up, Kev? Thank you for the raid. Welcome.